hesitating, get you wasted with no patience. Here we go. Yeah, who can tell me I'm wrong for how I'm getting this paper? Life is hell when you ain't getting mail and ain't nobody gon' save.
Ooh, I look a little low today.
So I can really give a damn if you think that I'm wrong or right.
We're gonna hustle all day.
I'm hustle all night. Yeah, who can tell me I'm wrong for how I'm getting this paper?
What's up, y'all? Well, it's not Monday night, it's Tuesday night, man. We on a different day. Monday Night Football, we're gonna let them have their own platform. We're gonna show up on Tuesdays during football season, y'all. How? But we still hustling. TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. It's Tuesday night, and you're in the room. Sports Talk, y'all. I got my boys waiting in the green room, waiting to jump on with us tonight. We're gonna have a great show. I hope everybody had a great weekend, even though it is Tuesday night. But I do want to give a quick shout out to my parents, the ones that created this masterpiece you sitting in front of you now. I'm just playing. But I do want to give a shout out to my parents, y'all. Monday, September 12th, was their 66-year anniversary, marriage anniversary. So I want to give them a shout out. Woo! That's a lot of years, boy. My dad even looked at me and said, "Man, that's a lot of years." I said, "Yeah, y'all doing it." And they're inseparable, man. So, just want to give that shout out. Let me move on and bring my fellas in. Well, it's the Midwest crew right now that's in the house. Y'all, representing the Two Dogs Sports Talk Show out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. My main man, Mr. Jeremiah Watts.
What's up? What's up, everybody? What's going down?
What's up, Jeremiah? I see, brother. You. Well, we'll get to it, because you come when you come on with the background, you got them in the background, and then and then your chest is all scarlet. I guess that's for that OU mess. So
hey man, I represent no matter what. You got OU on the hat, got the Cowboys in the back, got the red. Hey man, that's just the way
we're gonna get to them Cowboys, Jesse. You got Jesse on speed dial? All right, y'all. We're staying at Midwest, y'all, and he represents Langston, Oklahoma, and Langston University. He's alumni, y'all. Bringing in my co-host of In the Room, my main man, Mr. Flip Townsend.
What's up, baby? Hey, Vance, congratulations to your parents on that 66th wedding anniversary. Must say, and I love the way you coined it when you said that they brought in a great disaster piece. That's very good.
Man, that's abstract. So when it's abstract, brother, the eyes is in the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
66 years, that's a blessing. 66 years is truly a blessing.
Woo-wee. So yeah, man, they're doing it, man. So it's all good. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Man, that's 40 some more years than me. Good Lord.
I got it. Hey man, let me bring in the West Coast. He done showed up. His flight just landed at LAX, y'all. But he's here, man. The one and only, the one that we just simply say Marc's Rant. Our nationally touring comedian, Mr. Marc Howard. He's here.
Hey, Marc.
What's up? Hey, Vance, you 66 years, so you're not 66. So they had you righteously, although you ain't worth it. Go ahead.
Yes, they did. They did. They was already. There was a young couple in the military, man, and on the road, and coming from Alabama, man.
Look, I've seen Vance's parents, and they are the nicest people going. So I can tell you right now, Vance is adopted.
You know what, man?
Their patience has.
Hey, if I was, I'm sure it's blessed. I'm so glad I landed in daylight. So it's been a great ride, man. So yeah, man.
Right,
Thank you,
that's
Mark,
right.
man, for that. Even though we had to headbutt you for it, but it's all right. I appreciate the love, doggy. So, because I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna hit y'all today. But I'm gonna turn it over to Mr. Jeremiah. So I'm not gonna even start it out because if I started, but we got a new little segment during football season, and we're gonna call "What's Happening in the NFL This Week" with Jeremiah Watts.
As we know, it's NFL season. It's the best season. Vance did it because he don't know nothing about the NFL. That's why he did what he did.
I'm waiting on that hardwood. Yes, I am.
Because he don't know.
I just share the wealth.
All he know that a ball is thrown in the air and somebody catch it. He couldn't tell you a position. He couldn't tell you nothing. That's hey.
I know who I can tell you about. Them Bears County Panthers. I can tell you about them. My little 7U. Oh, I done took it.
We had a lot of
Coach Q. I'm just playing.
We had a lot of strange things happen in this NFL week 1. As we see, preseason is needed. They need preseason. I think a lot of the mistakes, a lot of the things we've seen in week 1 is because there was no preseason. One of the big things that we've seen was the San Francisco 49ers got beat by the Chicago Bears. Woo! So what you think about that, Phil? San Francisco got a new quarterback in Trey Lance, and they stunk up the joint. And Justin Fields didn't have no line, and he made it happen. So what do you think?
I expected that to happen. One, because the Chicago Bears are so bad and the weather was so bad. So that's two things. You don't see a negative there. That's two positives.
So you said bad plus bad equal positive.
That is exactly it. And
Mathematics.
But no, let's not get it twisted. I don't care how much they think Trey Lance can do something. He still has less time on the field than Justin Fields. So I expected Justin Fields to look better in this game than Trey Lance. Now the difference is Trey Lance could have still handed the ball off and done some things. So there's question on play calling. So anyway it goes, it really turned out the way I predicted it. And of course, you all know I picked the winning team anyway.
Oh, you like the Arizona Cardinals? That's who you picked? Oh, my
Well,
God.
I'm going to tell you about that.
No.
If you're going to bring it in,
no.
My bad.
I got to be disciplined. Introduce something into the topic, I get the chance to talk about it. I'll catch you in free throw.
We're going to get there. So what do you think about the San Francisco 49ers losing to the Chicago Bears, Vance?
Well, man, let me tell you something. This is what I think. I didn't play Debo because of the weather. In my fantasy lineup, I didn't play him. But he did score, and he had a decent game. So that's what I think.
Shows how much you know.
I know a lot. The Debo. Well, I had some others. I had I had Jamar Chase. If you want to really get down,
Okay. We ain't talking about your rap. We talking about real life. We ain't talking about fantasy. What say you, Marc?
Okay. Let me tell you. Okay. Let me tell you something. Man, Trey Lance is going to struggle, man, if you just count the number of games that the dude has even played. Come on, man. He's at the top level of football. So you got to give him some shots, man. I mean, it's going to happen. That's just how it is. Now, Justin Fields, you expect him to be better. The boy bad. The boy good. I expect Justin to be better in that game. Yeah. So I think they're possibly in the top 12.
Jeremiah, why didn't you just hit the repeat button to repeat what I said?
Oh, that's what you said, Phil?
Go ahead, Marc.
Pretty much. We can do all this stuff about Trey Lance because of his lack of football experience, and really none in the NFL other than one. The question is, you have a team that can put a quarterback that he hasn't been a killer quarterback. So you with a guy that's unproven, thinking that okay, be better, but he's not recognition of what to do, and those fever when they coming at you, not prepared for. He's a this may hurt him for the future because the expectations are too high for him.
Mark, you got me thinking I'm watching a Chinese karate movie, man.
No, you got that bootleg Wi-Fi, or something, man.
You got me thinking I'm watching we see your lips moving, and then all of a sudden we hear the words like we're watching a karate movie.
Grasshopper.
I don't know.
We love what you say.
Go ahead, Phil. I see your finger on there, Phil.
I just wanted to touch on the point that Marc is talking about. This is a classic case of where if you just look logically at a guy that did not play much football at all and played at a small division, and the 49ers give up all kinds of collateral, all kinds of draft picks to move up to get him, to draft him so high, the expectations are so insurmountable for him. If you logically step back and look at what Trey Lance should be, that's what you're getting.
But we're looking at Trey Lance and Justin Fields. I'm looking at as far as the team, for what San Francisco defense was taught and what said about them and they supposed to be, to allow Chicago to win. I understand Trey Lance didn't do what they supposed to did because the play calling, but for the defense to allow Justin Fields to do what he did, and they supposed to be who they are, that's to me where the upset come from. That's where the issue come from. It's from
but the
not
defense
from Trey Lance, because we know Trey Lance is going to struggle.
The defense is on the field too long because Trey Lance.
Well, like I said, that goes back to y'all said play calling. You got to run the ball.
But why can't y'all give Justin Fields some props, man?
Vance, were you sleeping? I already said that.
Nobody's not giving Justin Fields his props.
Vance, were you sleeping?
I'm just saying,
I already
with the defense, the offensive line that Justin Fields has to play for, and the offensive weapons that he has, he does not have what needs to be where they should have beat San Francisco. That's been the big gripe about Justin Fields, not his talent, but the offense and the weapons that he has. Now, for him to go in there and beat San Francisco, and basically beat them by itself, really, because the line still didn't really help him none. Hey, if the man get the weapons that he need, and they put the right people around him, Chicago's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Chicago's going to do better than a lot of people think anyway this year. I am just telling you that right now. So don't be surprised.
Let's go to our next game. You have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. I had Pittsburgh to beat Cincinnati. I just thought I still don't believe the Cincinnati hype train. I'm still not sold on Cincinnati hype train. What you say, Phil?
Well, I say that if you go back to last week's show, you will be able to see just by placement that Cincinnati, I said they're a legit team, but they're not the it team. Basically, so the thing is I'm like you, Jeremiah. I felt confident in Pittsburgh winning this game from the outset. And again, they did. But I think the most, possibly the thing that I saw most that didn't shock me was that I picked another winner.
Oh, Lord. Okay, we're going to have to start writing down. We're gonna have to start writing down all these everybody's picks so we can come back and prove. But when we do that, Phil gonna still try to spin it some kind of way. I didn't say they was gonna win this week. I said they was gonna win week 4. You know, something.
Right.
So what you say? What you say, Marc, about Pittsburgh, Cincinnati?
We do know one thing. He definitely did when we talk about that. Anyway, so really, I think that after the Super Bowl, but there are other circumstances that, as far as getting there, I don't think that the team that's a dominant AFC, the mere fact that the injuries in Baltimore just gave them the division right time, and I think a lot of people didn't expect to upset with Buffalo and everything like that. So either or, and it doesn't surprise me if it's like that. It was an ugly game. They actually had it won. The Bengals couldn't snap the ball type of speed and got a block, which saved it. Because if regular snapper isn't, we're talking about Cincinnati winning that game. Because Pittsburgh is not all that.
But it don't matter. If it woulda, shoulda, coulda.
That's what I'm saying.
So, if it woulda, shoulda, coulda.
So you're going with Pittsburgh.
If Denver wouldn't have fumbled the ball twice last night on the goal line, they would have beat Cincinnati. But it happened.
We're not talking.
You mean Seattle?
I don't think so. I don't think they beat Cincinnati.
They would be Seattle, but it happens.
I understand that. What I'm saying to you is the fact is rarity in the sense when you got a long snapper that's guys. Cincinnati played well enough to win, and I get it. You lost. Everybody got to get used to doing this right. Okay, snaps. One was slow getting back there. One was off.
Well, Marc,
all I'm saying is that loss wasn't necessarily the
okay, but Marc,
because Pittsburgh
to me,
good.
To me, that's coaching. If you know your long snapper is not snapping the ball right, then you go for the win. You throw the ball to try to win the game. You run the ball to try to win the game.
Is that Denver, coach? You talking about Denver, coach?
No, we talking about Cincinnati. Their long snapper was hurt. So when he snapped, when they had someone in there that wasn't a regular long snapper, so his snaps was off. So if you know your long snapper snaps is off, then that means you have to make another decision. That's a hard coach's decision. That's why you're getting paid the big bucks.
That's why I said like Denver's coach. He took the ball out of Russell's hand again.
You're still stuck on a tangent. No.
Denver's coach is just stupid. That's just it. Well, that's just what it tells me, because this is the same offensive coordinator that was at Green Bay that took the ball out of the hands of Aaron Rodgers, and they blame LaFleur. I wonder, was it really LaFleur or was his offensive coordinator? Because he took the ball out of the hands of Russell Wilson last night, which is very stupid. To kick a 64-yard field goal.
Especially run that time off. I think the coach froze up in his first head coaching job. I think
He froze up and did the same thing he did again when he was at Green Bay. All right, next game. We're gonna touch this one, Phil. Kansas City and Arizona. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Kansas City and Arizona. It don't look real too good for Little Murray. It like Little Murray didn't know offensive playbook or something. I don't know what was going on with Little Murray, but
now
tell me, and I'm not gonna go to you first, Phil. I'm gonna go to you because I know you ready to talk. I want to hear what everybody else said. What got to say about Little Murray and them Arizona Cardinals. We're gonna start with you, Marc. What happened to Little Murray?
Maybe he didn't study his playbook or look at. No, team. I think they came out. Defense is better than what people give them credit. I'm not claiming a better defense than what people want. They don't have any major superstars. They lost Tyrann Matthew. That, as far as them being hot, the first part to do a nosedive at the end of the year. Take film. At this point, right now, they have a one-trick pony as far as how they're one thing, but it's at no what to take away. Plus, also, I think what it's over, and without Hollywood Brown, not his relative. He's not in the talent who as well as.
So what let's go to Vance. Vance, what you think about the Kansas City Arizona game?
Well, I was going to actually defer. I was going to defer my statement to Phil.
Go ahead, Phil.
Because I want to hear. Let me hear what he got to say about Mighty Mouse. I don't even think he had the study hall. Did he skip? How many times did he skip study hall this week?
Well, it's obvious. My wife, the one thing about it, she gets on me all the time about calling people stupid. So I'm not going to say that in reference to this right now. But I am going to say it would be a lot more maybe sensible if you all went after the correct culprit. See, it's kind of hard to go after a guy who had a 99% rating in a game in which he threw no interceptions or anything, in which a defense literally let somebody march up and down and up and down and up and down the field. And a guy who set up and played a good game. So you can keep going with Mighty didn't do this and Mighty didn't do that, but I guarantee you, I can tell you, I can play the game back for you and make you eat those words with me pointing out everything to you. So if you want to start talking about it, you can talk about the Arizona Cardinals from the aspect of Tony Romo saying they're going to be a great defensive team and looking at what they let the Chiefs do. So I'm just here to tell you, if you're going to try and make this a case, pick the right people to make the case against.
Well, I'm just saying, Phil, it's the head coach came out and made the statement, said we need to practice harder.
I was going to say that.
I'm not understanding what's going on in Arizona right now. Really, I think it's a dumpster fire right now.
What did he say?
He said we need to practice. That's what the coach said. We need to practice harder.
Jeremiah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Jeremiah has shown signs of being a person to be able to gain knowledge. He immediately went to something that Cliff Kingsbury said. And I'm glad because, again, that's coaching. What do you mean? The players need to take it more serious. The players need to practice harder. They need to practice better. How about the coach making sure they do that?
Hey, I'm not a clean. I thought it was. I was wondering how Cliff got this job anyhow from get-go. So I'm not a Cliff Kingsbury fan. To me,
how he got this job.
when you're
But you can't talk about the team players not practicing and you the coach.
Well, I was just asking about Little Murray, you know.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't, there's nothing sensical that you can make and talk about Little Murray. Now let's see the nonsense that Vance will come up with.
Well, Phil, you also the one that said Cam Newton is an accurate passer, so you know.
I did not say that. If you're going to tell the truth, tell the truth. I said Cam Newton would pass for better than 65% the year he did. And
that ain't what you said. That ain't what you said.
You are, oh man, I wish I could back it up. No, that's what I said. Marc is the one who was saying the word accurate, not me. And you said the word accurate.
Okay, fellas. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, we're going to have to come back.
So if you're going to tell the story, tell the truth.
Come back on the other side of that, Phil. Okay, we can hold down. Let me take a quick station break, y'all. Hey, the TAN TV, the African American Network, well, we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. Even on Tuesday.
You two fight.
Be hot up in here.
Red on.
It'd be hot up here, boy, when Sports Talk. My crew fired up about that Arizona thumping. It's hard to explain that one. So even who the culprit? That whole squad looked like a culprit to me. But right now, y'all, I do want to say, Tan, I do want to give a shout out to all the folks that participated in our first TAN TV pay-per-view comedy. It was a Labor Day comedy binge, and it was very successful. I want to give a big shout out to first name D, last name Licious, and also comedian Alvin Perry. They showed out, and it's great. So we got some more things coming. Matter of fact, it's still up, right? Producer, you think we can take a quick look?
If I could tour with anybody,
Okay.
If I could tour with anybody, any comedian, probably Cat Williams. But yeah, my wife, she left me about 3 weeks ago, and it was tough. And then she threatened to take the kids. It's only us, y'all. It's only us. Tell the truth. Women have a lot of toys. Trust me, there's more. If you see one, there's more. All you gotta do is look for them. Look on their side of the bed.
All right, y'all. That was a quick look at the comedy special with Alvin Perry right there. Maybe we'll get a look at Delicious a little later. So let's get back to it, Jeremiah. Like I said, my little quick thing about Arizona.
All right.
It's hard to say, but what I want to know, two things. Is Mahomes really that good? Or is Arizona defense not going to be what they should be? Come on, kid.
Arizona defense is not that good. They're missing TJ Watt. They're not as good as people thought. But also Mahomes is good. And the scheme that Andy Reid that they brought up where he's not really looking at one player a lot. He's spreading the ball around. And with the schemes that Andy Reid gives, it makes it harder to defend them, especially if their running game is working. And that's all it was. It was just overmatched. Arizona was overmatched. Simple.
See,
yes.
Jim, I'm glad you called how simple that was. It makes you beg the question, why did Vance even ask it? It's just that simple. They were overmatched, completely overmatched. Patrick Holmes is that good, and it's not T.J. Watt. Jeremiah, you know who?
It's the other Watt. Yeah,
Yes.
it's the
But
other Watt.
anyway,
There's so many of them.
But anyway, that's not to say that somewhere down the line Arizona's defense may not get better. But let's not act like Kansas City, who have won their division out of the wazoo times since Patrick Mahomes has been there. Let's not act like they're a bunch of bums, Vance. Let's not act like somebody that's been to the Super Bowl 3 times since he's been there, that Kansas City's a bunch of bums. Vance, stop it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think one of the games that was really a shocker was the Las Vegas Raiders against the Los Angeles Chargers. I thought that was a shocker to me, but I think once again it's that preseason. When you don't have the preseason, that people, we knock the preseason, but I think when you have players that don't play. Now week 1, now they just now getting in, trying to get into the swing of things of playing in a real game. You talk to any NFL player, anybody, they tell you practice and game is totally different than what you do in the games in football. Because there are certain things you cannot do in practice that they can do on the football field. With that, I just thought the Raiders was going to give, they came back, but I think Carr was rusty. That's just my opinion. What you say, Phil? I see you making all these faces.
Well, I say that could make sense if it was only one team playing against itself. If you got one team and their quarterback is playing good or great, and the other one's not, how about that quarterback just had a bad day?
The Chargers quarterback didn't play good. I'm not
saying the Chargers.
You have a lot
I'm
of
not saying the Chargers quarterback. I'm saying quarterbacks in the league. Not everybody play. Jeremiah, under your thought processing, everybody in the league would be playing bad that did not play extensively during the preseason.
If you look at last week, the week 1, these same teams that is not playing real good, come week 2, week 3, they play differently because now they done got 1, 2 real live games. They done got their body ready to play real games and more reps and game time speed, and it makes a difference. I was just talking to two players today. I'm a Two Dog Sports Talk Show, and they were saying the same thing, that when you don't play preseason, it hurts you because preseason actually, that's why they have those reps during the season. If you notice, they didn't have that same third week when the starters play the first and second quarter and then play starting of the second half. Show me the teams that play their players and how they do.
Jeremiah, teams have not been playing players for years. Ezekiel Elliott never played in the preseason.
And he played like crap until like week 2, week 3.
Oh, you're talking now. This Ezekiel Elliott. You wasn't seeing that when he was running all over the place.
When he was a rookie, he did play preseason.
No, yeah. But when he was running all over the place.
And year 2, he played preseason.
When he was running all over the place, he was not.
Yes, he was.
No.
Year 1 and 2, when Ezekiel was running all over the place, year 1 and 2.
He ran all over the place in 3 and 4.
No. Ezekiel in 3 and 4 was not running the same as he was in year 1 and year 2. No,
what year is Ezekiel in now? What year is he in now?
That's the big complaint.
What year is he in now?
What, 5? He's in 5 or 6.
He got to be in at least 6.
And he has not. That's the big gripe, that he hasn't been coming in shape.
No, the big gripe was that he got injured.
Phil.
Yeah, Jeremiah. I guarantee you, I can go back. Jeremiah, I guarantee you, I can go back.
You are rusty. You are
I guarantee you, I'm not saying, hold it. Jeremiah, I'm not saying that you don't get better as the season goes on.
And that's what I'm talking about.
No. What you said, Jeremiah, was that teams don't play well, and that's what you can defend. You can blame it on the team not playing well. And there are teams that are playing well. If you have some teams that are playing well, that disputes and breaks and throws your whole crap out the window.
What did I say? I said, look at the teams that played their players. Look at the teams that played their players during preseason. How many of them won?
You show me what key players played during the preseason. Those 3 games.
Pittsburgh played theirs.
Those 3 games. Show me what
Pittsburgh played theirs. Najee got hurt on week 1, but Najee did play a little bit during preseason.
Hold it. So they played them the bulk of the games in their preseason games.
Did you hear me say bulk of the preseason?
No, okay. So they played them 2 quarters. So they played them 1 whole quarter.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. Those that made a show, by and large, played very little snaps.
Phil, did I say they played a whole game? Did I say
I broke it down. I broke it down to last. I broke it down to last.
They played 1, 2 series.
So what you're saying is because they stepped on the field, that's considered playing. I got you. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Were you a lawyer in your another time?
Hey, Jeremiah, and he working it without his partner in crime.
No.
He working it, boy.
I'm just saying. I did not know that.
We didn't either, doggy.
Thank you.
Not that.
Thanks for letting me know, Jeremiah.
I'm just saying what people that played the game in the NFL.
Jeremiah.
And the proof is in the pudding.
Jeremiah.
What's wrong with that, though, Jeremiah? What's wrong with them getting better second?
Jeremiah.
No. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. That's not what I'm saying.
Jeremiah.
I didn't say nothing's wrong. But I'm saying some of their play is because the way some of them played is because they didn't play during the preseason. If
Jeremiah,
you look at teams that plays in some of the preseason,
Jeremiah, I can tell you right now, in talking to no players, that just because somebody plays in the preseason, gets better through 6 games, oh my goodness, you got injured. You aren't playing as well as you were playing. It's causal. It's causal.
See, Phil. Okay. This is what you do, Phil. You just like Cosby off Cosby Show. You'll wear a person down till they just trash them.
Hey, Jeremiah. We gonna do something right here, y'all. Let's take a quick station break, y'all.
You're killing me, Jeremiah.
African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. But it's Tuesday night. And it's Sports Talk. Y'all, we done moved to Tuesday because we're going to give Monday Night Football its own platform and because we really like to watch Monday Night Football too. So, and then we'll come in and then we'll talk about all the games during the week. And maybe we might even get a little NBA in, but I don't know. But right now, y'all, let's go to our first favorite segment of the night, which is hosted by our Two Dogs Sports Talk host out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Mr. Jeremiah Watts. And the segment is Just a Doggone Minute. Talk to us, Jeremiah.
All right. I know y'all been hearing me talking a lot today, but I got one for you. I'll be doggone, just a doggone minute. NBA. I'm not understanding what y'all doing. You have an owner that's been proven to have used the N-word on several occasions. He's been proven to misconduct towards women and the workplace for over 17 years. Misconduct in the workplace towards men. Everything else in the book. And y'all, the owners, agreed to only suspend him for 1 year and fine him $10 million. You fine a billionaire $10 million. But when Donald Sterling did what he did, was caught on videotape, not because he was a slumlord, not because of some of the things, but because he was caught on tape saying some stuff. Y'all, as the NBA and the owners, chose to ban him from the league permanently, and he had to sell his team. Obviously, to me, there are some people that didn't want some stuff to come out about themselves that the Phoenix Suns owner had on y'all, or y'all call them governors now. And y'all didn't want to set precedent by suspending this man. But we want to say we for equal justice, equal rights, equal all this. Somewhere somebody's lying. And somewhere some owners is lying. And my thing is, he's suspended. But nowhere in here when I say what he cannot do it say that he cannot collect money off the team. What it says is that he cannot be present at the NBA or WNBA team because he owns the WNBA Phoenix Mercury also. He cannot attend or participate in any NBA or WNBA activities, including games, practices, business partner activities. He cannot represent the Suns or Mercury in any public or private capacity. He cannot have any involvement with the business or basketball operations of the Suns or the Mercury. He cannot have any involvement in the business, governance, or activities of either the NBA or WNBA, including attending or participating in meetings of either league's board and their associate board committee. A whoop-de cotton picking dude. Take away his money. That don't do nothing. Make it where this man cannot receive a check or any cotton picking revenue from either team. Then that lets me know you're trying to do something. But NBA, this right here does not let me know you're trying to do anything. It lets me know that somebody got some skeletons in the closet and somebody didn't want their mess being brought out. That's what it let me know. And that's just the way it is. We're going to call a spade. And somebody full of crap. And that's not just a doggone minute. And if you don't like it, oh well. I'll holler at you later. Peace.
Jeremiah, thank you for that, man. So give me a quick rundown because I didn't catch this story. Tell it to me again, man, because
the Phoenix Suns owner, he's been under investigation for over 10 months. There was a report came out by Outside the Lines about some practices that he was doing as owner of the Phoenix Suns, some racism, some derogatory accusations, some messing with women and men and saying the N-word and all this other stuff, cussing folks out in the workplace. And all this goes against the bylaws and the standards of the NBA. And so they've been investigating him for 10 months. and they came out after an investigation, proved that these allegations was true, and suspended him for 1 year and fined him $10 million. And the man still says that he didn't think that the suspension was warranted and that he should have been suspended. So he's still not taking accountability for the actions that he did. But the NBA forced Donald Sterling out.
That's what I'm
and made him sell his team.
Yeah.
For basically doing practically almost the same thing that the Phoenix Suns owner did. This is why they feel they can get away with this stuff, because y'all not doing anything. Look at Daniel Snyder with the Washington Commandos, G.I. Joes, or whatever they want to be called. They ain't doing nothing to him. The man still owns the team. That's because there are some skeletons in the closet that some people don't want out.
What about the players?
And I think only reason I think they did what they did to Donald Sterling was because of what the players did. Because they took a stand, and the LA Clippers and the team was talking about they was going to boycott and refuse to play, and other players. That's
why is that not happening now?
I don't know. That's
anybody?
That's the $1 million question. Why Chris Paul is not making a big stink about it now?
Look,
King James.
You're talking, Jeremiah, you always talk about talking oranges to oranges. These are apples to oranges. One, the league owners didn't like Donald Sterling. So the NBA commissioner didn't like Donald Sterling.
True.
He gave them the golden goose. When he did what he did, it's much like what Major League Baseball did to Marc. They didn't care for her. Couldn't wait to get her out. Now, you have this guy now in Arizona, and I saw this months ago when they were talking about him, and I knew readily the outcome to it. The only way that you're going to get, let's say, more to want to get rid of him is that a federal investigation comes in because of any violation of any antitrust laws. If you can get and establish something like that, then you'll get those owners to thinking, because one, guess what's going to happen then? People are going to be able to go in and start going through all those emails and things like they did with old boy in Washington and stuff. And much like Jeremiah is saying, this guy isn't texting and talking in a vacuum. It's other people, other owners who are saying, Lord, let's just give them something like this and let's make it and hope that people will buy it, because they'll say, wow, they suspended that owner for a year. They mean business. Yeah, 10 million is not anything to a billionaire. He's got ways to make up that $10 million loss. Yeah. But guess what? He doesn't want anybody going through that dirty laundry. The league doesn't want anybody going through that dirty laundry. So in essence, it's been this 10 months of where it's been out there, but it's the old working behind the scenes. And, you know, the only thing that I'm surprised that didn't happen is that the league did not get him to say, my bad, that there wasn't any mea culpa behind it.
No. He said, I will accept what they said. He said, if I hurt anybody by what I did, I'm sorry, but I still don't believe that I should have been suspended or agree with the suspension.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not anything real coming, and he didn't put it out there as if it was real and coming from the heart, so to speak. So,
but he's not losing any money. That's the issue. He still get the revenue from the teams.
Well, yeah, but you know, again, I would not anywhere go to say he's not losing any money when $10 million is getting taken away. The point is he has to. He's gonna draw that much in interest.
That's what I'm saying. And then, like I said, Phil, it's like this. You might as well say what he's doing is getting. It's like he getting the John Wall treatment.
Yeah,
he getting paid $40 million to sit on the bench.
Look,
okay, I can't come in. I can't come in my auditorium. I can't. Y'all, I didn't want to come to y'all boring meetings anyhow. Y'all was made to come in the first place, so I might as well just sit at home and still collect my check. And ain't got to come to none of this boring stuff.
Exactly. But yeah.
So Phil, let me ask you this. So,
yeah.
I mean, so the players there shouldn't be no noise, no rumbling from them?
It should be, but it's not going to be.
I personally, I'm not going to say that there should be, as in demonstrating and saying we're going to boycott this, potentially this or that. Look, to ask that question is to act like you don't live in America. This man did the two safest things you could do. He disparaged black people, and he literally walked over women. You see, those are the two things that he could get away with.
Easy, huh?
You see,
and the thing is, you look at it like this, Vance. If we think he's the only one, then that mean they better all stop playing if they think he's the only one.
Yeah,
because trust me, because the only owners that own these teams are older folks.
Again, that's why you don't want any outside eyes prying, and that's why when you say suspending this guy a year, they know everybody's going to say that money wasn't anything. But if you say that, but like Jeremiah says, if you really want to make the meat of it, you make it to where if he has any input, if he delivers any type of messaging to anybody to be forwarded, then that's causal for him to lose his team. They should have immediately said he also, like Jeremiah said, is not going to be able to gain any revenue. See, he's still going to have to pay the team. So that's a double whammy that's big on the money front. You can't make it. See, this is when you get into money going, because he's still got to pay. And he's not going to be able to receive any money for that. And like
I said, we understand that his money is not being made by the team. We understand that portion, but still, he's not making any extra money on the team. But like I said, if you think he's the only one, people are fooling themselves.
Oh, we know
he's not the only one. So if that's the case, you might as well say. But what I would like to know, and what they're not doing right now, I want to know what team voted what. What owner voted what?
I already know.
They had to go through a vote of the owners.
That was the one thing that I was going to say, Jeremiah. So I took the opportunity to look it up. And the only name that I could say voted for him, and it has it listed here, voted for him not to be suspended, voted for him not to leave any team revenues to the Suns, for the Suns or the Mercury, also voted that he received a humanitarian award, and that owner was Michael Jordan.
Shut up. Why are you stupid? Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, Jeremiah, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, but let me take a quick station break, y'all. Tune in to TAN TV, African American Network, where we have a local feel. Get ready, Phil. Where we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. And y'all, it's time to wrap it up. It's getting, it's been good, man. Another good conversation we had going. But before we leave, we want to get a word in from Phil Knows It All. Holla at us, Phil.
All right. Well, look, this isn't going to be any kind of a rant or anything. This is going to be actually an offer of support, an offer of I am so glad, and I really want to thank Lindsey Graham and the GOP for keeping abortion rights to the forefront. See, because it's going to be a long haul. You know, we still got a while before midterms. And as long as you can keep putting it to the forefront, I'm all for it, brother. Go ahead and keep it up. You can see that Mitch McConnell was not a happy camper when he found out you said a national 15-week abortion, giving 15 weeks, and after 15 weeks, an abortion you could not have nationally. Now, the thing that makes this so interesting is because for literally decades, probably close to 50 years, you've been trying to get Roe v. Wade overturned, saying that those abortion rights should go for the state. The state should have the right to do that. Matter of fact, you can go into last month and you got Lindsey Graham talking about marriage rights and abortion rights should be states' rights. And now today, you find out and you're listening to Lindsey Graham say that it should be a federal law banning abortion. So I just want to say again, thank you, Lindsey Graham, because since Roe v. Wade, women voter registration has shot up 40%. Again, thank you, GOP. Thank you, deep religious right Supreme Court. Want to thank you all for helping us out. Appreciate it.
Hey, we want to thank you, Phil, for that, man. That was right on time. Once again, as we head on out of here, a great night. But there's some breaking news that come on, fellas. Did you see that, Jeremiah, where Steph Curry to ink a $1 billion lifetime contract with Under Armour?
Yeah, he the only reason why people buy their shoes.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to be the one to say that I knew this already, because you all already knew it. You already knew it, so I don't have to say it. But word was coming down the pipeline that people were going to be copying LeBron James's $1 billion lifetime contract. And so it's totally not unexpected. There will be, again, many imitators, but, you know.
Imitating who?
One real
Imitating Mike?
Okay, all right. Have a good night, Phil.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're going to take it out, man. We're going to see y'all next Tuesday. Hey, y'all, Jeremiah, Phil, Rodney Smith. You remember Rodney?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Nalissa Smith's father. So we want to bring him on, man, and let him talk about that first season him and Nalissa had for playing for the Indiana Fever, man. So we can get us a feel of what's with the NBA and then how we're going to follow next year. All right.
Well, how about we get a feel with what's happening in the WNBA?
You're right, doggy. That's what I meant. The W.
Yeah, the championship is going on right now. Vegas wants to go up 2-0, and they'll end it in 3. They'll sweep 3-0.
Oh, girl with that left hand is awesome.
Yep,
yeah, and that and that's Becky, man. Becky Hammond, man. Hey, it'd be she wins the WNBA. Hey, maybe she do belong in the NBA. You never know.
We'll see. All right, guys. I'll holler at y'all fellas.
We out.
Right,
Peace.
Yeah, Vance.
Yes, sir. It was a great show, man. We still out there.
Yeah, but just thinking about last week when I was talking about Lady Jefferson being blind and things of that nature. Of course, we know that's just nonsensical, right? But it is funny how when you look at just justice and laws, if they're there and they're laws, they're there and they're laws. There is zero reason you can come up with why, if the things that are happening with Trump, we'd already be arrested and thrown under the jail.
Come on.
You cannot set up and be Merrick Garland and say it took you time to ponder for weeks whether you were going to raid, not raid, but legally go in with a search warrant to Mar-a-Lago. Because I'm saying, why are you giving all of this in deference to Trump when Merrick Garland, one of his favorite sayings is that justice will be applied without fear or favor? But yet, every time you turn around, that's all that happens is Trump gets favor after favor after favor. You will set up Merrick Garland and continue an investigation against the sitting president of the United States' son, right? And legally so you should. But you can't go after somebody that was an ex-president who is now common citizen. I don't care how you place it. He is John Q. Public. There should be zero reason why Merrick Garland and the Justice Department have not indicted him. You got too many avenues, too many venues, too many different ways to come at Trump, and you have not done it yet. It's shameful with your resources that it's literally probably going to be the state, one of the states that does something to this man first. That's pitiful.
Yeah.